Hey there. So, welcome to the first edition of the show that I'm gonna do weekly about like music stuff, whether it be a band, an album, or the occasional entire genre. Looking at you, black metal. I still don't have a name for this thing yet. If you watch this and you can think of a great name for this particular series of shows, comments, please, because I get nothing. Anyways, today, this week, whatever you want to call it, I wanted to discuss Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Not just the song, but the entire album. I considered doing the first Black Sabbath album, but aside from like the song Black Sabbath, and there's something else on that too. Even, what do you call it? The Wizard, which I love. I love that song. That first Black Sabbath album is mostly rooted in blues rock. And I mean, they do it well. Like, they toured a lot and they had to go right into the studio and quickly knock out the next album. They managed to knock out this friggin' masterpiece. I mean, some people say that there are a couple of things on that album that aren't, full on like metal. It's like, for one, they're inventing an entire genre. I mean, give them some slack. They're still, figuring out. Those two songs, by the way, would be Planet Caravan, which is amazing, and Rat Salad, which is basically just an extended drum solo, which I still like. I mean, it starts off with freaking War Pigs. War Pigs is like metal. And I mean, I don't remember the entire track listing right off the top of my head. I listened to this podcast of these two guys talking about the album. Their view, and I had already listened to the first Black Sabbath album and I came to the same conclusion that they did, which was it's not full on like metal yet. Like, the song Black Sabbath is pretty full on metal. I mean, you don't get much more evil than that riff with the tritone and everything. And don't let anyone tell you that the tritone was banned in the Middle Ages or any of that by the Catholic Church, because it never happened. They just didn't use it and they didn't like it because it's hard to sing in that particular thing. So don't let anybody else tell you that that's a thing, because it's not. I don't know. I mean, you got freaking War Pigs and you got, oh, what else is on there? Two of my favorite songs is freaking Hand of Doom and Electric Funeral. That's what I was thinking of. I had a brain fart. I had to actually stop recording and be like, what was the name of that song? It's like, I love it. That wow, wow, now, 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 now. Yeah, I love that damn song. And I love Hand of Doom. Those are like my two favorite songs on the album, actually. And, War Pigs, obviously. Paranoid's good, but it's not my favorite. I still don't skip it, I hear it on the radio. I'm going to turn it up. Iron Man's on that album. People love Iron Man. It's not my favorite. It is kind of fun to play, and not even the main riff, but like the chorus, like I don't know if it's what you would call a chorus. It's that's a good song. And the end part there, that's really fun to play. It's just a really, really good album. And if you don't know it and you don't like crazier type metal, Black Sabbath is kind of for you. Like, if you can handle like System of a Down, go listen to Black Sabbath if you don't know them. Because really, if you can handle System of a Down, you can handle freaking Black Sabbath. Even if you're not a fan of Ozzy, which a lot of people aren't, and he has this weird thing. Ozzy has had this weird thing in his career where, like, all right, if you go listen to Metallica and listen to, say, Kill 'Em All or Ride the Lightning, and you listen to stuff now, Hetfield's voice is a lot deeper now than it was when he was younger. And that's the thing through a lot of bands that are around a long time. You'll hear that the voices get deeper. And Ozzy has been the exact opposite. If you listen to Black Sabbath, like the song, like his voice is deep. Not, deep, but deep for Ozzy. And then, you get to his solo stuff and it's like, hi. Go check out Paranoid. I'll maybe put a link in the, I'm not going to call it a doobly-doo because that's already taken. But you know, I'll put a link in the description and maybe a link for the song Black Sabbath, because it's the starting point and everyone should know it. So that's it for this week. Next week, I think I'm gonna discuss Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. My dad told me when I was a kid that was like the best Pink Floyd album, and then I was like, and my parents had this gigantic record collection. And I'm like, well, how come you don't have it? He's like, it always gets stolen. So there's that. Anyways, all right, till next week. Bye.